Welcome to another episode of the Counselor's Soapbox video channel. This episode, 6 Reasons You Can't Make Up Your Mind. Reasons why indecision harms memory. There are reasons why you may not be able to make up your mind. When there is an emotional storm going on in your mind, it's difficult to make a clear choice. Here are 6 reasons why you may be having difficulty making up your mind and as a result are fogging up your memory. Reason 1. You have to choose and do not know which is the right choice. Having to make a choice between 2 or more alternatives can be exhausting. If you have 2 potential jobs, which one do you pick? Some of you are saying, I would like to make that choice. Problem is that once you pick one, the other or others are out. This is especially a problem in relationships. Lots of people have a problem making a commitment. Once they pick one person to be with, all the others start looking more attractive. You start second guessing yourself and wondering if you made the right choice. What people in this situation often do is try to avoid making a choice. That is also a choice. Some of the most important life-changing decisions occur when we fail to make a choice, and as a result, a whole world of possibilities closes to us. If you don't give the company who offered you that job a yes, they may proceed to offer that job to someone else. If you don't go to a college, you may forever wonder what would have happened if you had gone there. You can only walk down one road at a time, and no matter how fast you walk, the outcomes change if you picked one thing and not the other. There are 3 kinds of choices: good and good, bad and bad, and the worst kind, choices that include a good bad versus a bad good. These are referred to in the language of psychology as approach, avoidance, and approach avoidance choices. Let's look first at good choices. Pick between 2 dinners you like, and no matter which one you pick, it should be good. This decision does not get much thought. With good choices, either way is enjoyable and you get pleasure. Usually, over time, we get our default pattern of making this choice. We either have one favorite meal we pick most of the time, or you become someone who always looks for something new on the menu. Fail to make this choice, say you can't decide which person to marry. You may date a lot, but you don't get to have the experience of watching children grow up as part of a family. Bad choices are more challenging. Pick between 2 things, both of which are bad, and we try to pick the lesser of 2 evils. Most of us think of the elections every couple of years as this sort of choice. Most of the time, there are things we don't like about both candidates, but we have to pick one or the other, or let some idiot pick for us. The good with the bad versus the bad with the good choices are very challenging. Pick the wrong person, you have lots of exciting sex, and you're stuck with a baby's parent that you don't want to be around. Children's parents are connected to you through the children for life. Balancing this, you need to make a decision with the consequences of the decision in the short term and the long term can be very challenging. The second type of confusion comes when you don't know what your choices are. A classic example of this is the high school senior picking a college and a major. Once you pick a college, it gets harder to change that decision. No one has the time or energy to check out all the schools, and often this decision, despite its life-changing consequences, is made with less than adequate information. You can change your major more easily, but plenty of people find that after they graduated that there are few or no jobs for their major. Too many people make decisions on majors on very little information. The worst outcome of this occurs when you get a degree and then find you don't want to have to do that kind of work all day long. A third type of making up your mind problem is none of the choices are what you want. Sometimes this is called artificially limiting your choices. You pick between two schools, the one you want and the one your parents want you to go to, without looking to see if another one would have been better. The none of the choices are what I want also happens when people jump into a relationship with someone because they think no one will want them, or if they pass up this one person who is showing an interest, then they are destined to be alone. A fourth reason you may be having difficulty making up your mind is that there is emotional content buried in your decision. Some of us make our decisions with our feelings when we should be making them with our heads. Just because something is scary does not make it dangerous. Also, because something is safe and comfortable, that does not mean it is the right choice. Sometimes life is about stretching and trying on something new so you can see who you can become given the opportunity. Don't settle for being less than you were meant to be because trying for something better will be scary. Reason number 5, why you can't make up your mind, may be that your heart is not in it. If your heart is not in something, no matter how much you think this is the right decision, you need to reconsider. If you can't work up some enthusiasm when you begin on a life course, then what will be left when you get along the path? Reason number 6, why you may be having trouble making up your mind is it may not be time to choose yet. This last problem with making choices. Sometimes we rush into making a decision where we don't have the information we need and the time is not yet ripe. Think about this before making any decisions with which you are uncomfortable. Is this something you're afraid of, or is it something you don't need to decide just yet? Did that confuse you totally? Or are you ready to make that life-changing decision? What's ahead for the Counselor's Soapbox video channel? More mental health and wellness videos, videos on happiness, creativity, and productivity, and videos about drugs, alcohol, and recovery from using them. If you have enjoyed this video, please click the like button directly below. Comments are always appreciated. To receive new videos in this series or any other, please subscribe. Thanks for watching the Counselor Soapbox video channel. For more information, please visit my blog, counselorsoapbox.com, where you will find 1,700 text articles about mental health, substance abuse, and having a happy life. The David Joel Miller fiction and nonfiction books are available on Amazon. Photos are courtesy of Pixabay Commons and Wikimedia Commons and were shared under the Creative Commons free for commercial use, no attribution required license. Thank you for watching.